What are we looking at here? You see water, hand sanitizer, and a face mask. But in 2020, that's a tool of survival.
I don't know if there's a way to start a documentary. But I'm gonna figure it out.
I love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out.
A little bit more wisdom in that office, and that's being a little blunt, but that's how I feel.
Relax, Karen. I'm not here to bash Trump. This publication is about athletes and how they dealt with life throughout the pandemic, how the classrooms have changed, and how we go to online schooling, but we all know most of us ain't really paying attention to the teachers. It's crazy how we have to clean everything. I mean everything to keep each other safe and sound, and how we still manage to hang around each other throughout the pandemic and still trying to manage social distance and staying 6 feet. How life is for these athletes. Everybody knows about the celebrities. Goal!
My name is Calliope Ortega, and I run track and cross country.
Okay, I got a couple questions. First, how has the coronavirus affected your life as an athlete?
I mean, last track season, when the pandemic first started and we were in quarantine, it ruined one of my best seasons of my life because I got a personal best the first race, and I was expecting the season to be an amazing one, and I was feeling good, and it all ended on me. And then after that, I was injured quite a lot, and I couldn't really race the way that I would want it to, so it kind of ruined my last year and a half of running.
Did you guys get a makeup season or no? Because I know some sports, they have the makeup season.
Yeah, we have a makeup season, but I am graduating, and I don't know if my grad school would have like a team to run for.
Has the coronavirus changed your interactions with people, like family members in your house or people outside your house?
So with my family, we actually got a lot closer. Quarantine, we've fought sometimes, but overall we got a lot closer. I got a lot closer to my aunts and stuff, and it definitely changed the relationships for the better than for the worst.
And Miami has the highest rate of coronavirus, with 5,503 deaths and over 414 cases. How do you still manage to step out in Miami?
Well, I don't go out to major populated areas, so I don't go to clubs or anything like that or bars. But I do try to still go out and have a good time with friends, but I definitely keep my circle of friends small. I try to be as careful as I can. I get tested quite often, maybe once a month, just in case, and that's not even often enough, but it is scary, but I try not to think about it.
The vaccine has been passed out. Do you feel confident of the vaccine or no?
Yes, I do. I think that we should be trusting medical professionals rather than opinions, though. I think what's the worst case scenario, and the worst case I think would be for my family to get corona, because they have medical problems, and the better option is definitely the vaccine. And I don't think that medical professionals, if they thought it was unsafe, that they would put it out. Is that a little naive? Maybe, but I definitely think that I would get it.
Trump's running for office again, and from my understanding, a lot of people blame Trump for the way he handled the first coronavirus and how it's coming out. What are your thoughts on him running for office, and how has him mishandling the coronavirus affected your life?
Well, for one thing, I am someone who's very against prejudice and prejudice bias in speaking, and I don't agree with the stigma that he's placed on Asian Americans.
Some important developments in our war against the Chinese virus.
Would not be supportive of him running for office again. I do agree that he mishandled the severity of the coronavirus, And I just believe that, yes, it was new to us. We didn't know what to do. We weren't sure what the right course of action was, but I don't think that he even took the best course of action if we didn't know what the right one was. So I would not be supportive of him running for office again.
Okay. Last question. Coronavirus has affected a lot of people. They lost jobs and families got hurt and injured. So I just want to know, what are you thankful for throughout this coronavirus that you still have and you're still happy?
I'm thankful for my family still being alive. My mom cannot get the coronavirus, and neither can my dad or my sister. So I'm very thankful to just have my family members alive right now.
Thank you.
My name is Jaime Flores. I play soccer.
How has the pandemic affected your social life?
Well, I mean, all the distancing can be really around friends or family. So, not much social time with, people, that matter.
A lot of people has lost their jobs and stuff throughout the pandemic. Did you face any hardship or anything of that nature throughout the pandemic?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people on my job got furloughed. I went down to part-time, so they cut my hours to 20 hours. So I went from being full-time to, just working 20 hours due to the pandemic.
How's the pandemic affected your career and able to play the sport that you love?
Soccer-wise, I mean, I train at home, but, same, all the parks being closed, all the, soccer leagues around here being closed, couldn't really play. It's kind of hard to adapt, but, I mean, good thing now we're playing again.
All right. Like the number of coronaviruses seems to be rising in the state of Florida, particularly Miami and a little bit in Palm Beach. Like, how do you feel comfortable being out here without a mask, even though the numbers continue to rise?
I mean, hearing the news, they say it affects mostly older people. So, being young, I feel like I'm safe.
Gabriella Gilbert, softball.
Okay, I have a couple questions to start off. How has the coronavirus affected you as an athlete?
Well, I'm a freshman here this year, so pretty much my senior year ended really early for softball in high school, so kind of losing out on senior night and just all that. And it also made the transition a little harder because it started off going from online school to being here, playing sports and all that. So it was a rough start.
How did you handle online school? Was it easy, hard?
Online school for high school at least, especially as a senior, was pretty chill because we were almost all done with our requirements. Online school here, not as chill, but still manageable.
Okay. Well, in Miami has the highest rate of coronavirus in the state of Florida with 5,503 deaths and over 414,000 confirmed cases. How do you still manage to step out and hang around friends and stuff?
Well, I try not to go out too much to the clubs and out where there's a ton of people, but between on campus and my friends here, I try to keep it smaller groups and just stay safe so that we can have a season.
Has the interactions changed between you and your family during the coronavirus?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while, and 20 minutes away, which is crazy because they live down the street, but I still don't go over there because I can't get my parents sick, and I'm around a lot of people here. So it's changed a little bit of the dynamic there.
They say the vaccine has been released already in Miami, according to Miami Herald. Do you believe in the vaccine or no?
Personally, I do. I'm a biology major here, and I want to do pre-med, so for me, it's very much I think we need to take it so that we can get back to a normalcy. But I understand why people can be concerned because it is something new.
Has the transition from high school to college been easy as an athlete, student athlete?
Honestly, being an athlete has helped because it gets me a group of people that I know I can at least start to meet and become friends with without having to just go meet people in class, which has been hard, and around campus because with the coronavirus, it's hard to meet people like that right now. So it gives me at least 30 friends that I can kind of start to have.
Last question. During the pandemic, a lot of people's families been hurt, lost jobs, a lot of people has been affected. How have you been affected?
For me, my mom works for the school board, so she was out of work for a while. and my dad already didn't work, so that was a little hard. But it also was nice to have like the family time. So I guess it was like a double-edged sword.
My name is Valentino McCoy Duque. I play soccer. Played travel for Boynton United FC, and I played high school soccer.
How does the pandemic affect you, like being out here playing a sport? How does it affect your career right now?
There's definitely less opportunities because my team can't travel. We usually travel to at least 2 countries a year. So the pandemic stopped all of that, so it means less opportunities. We have less tournaments to get canceled because they don't want too many teams gathering together. I haven't been able to travel to my family's home country to see my family there. What else? It's a lot harder to get jobs.
How'd you feel when you couldn't travel back home?
I mean, I was kind of disappointed because I was supposed to go the summer that Corona pretty much hit, and that was probably my last opportunity to go anytime soon because I'm about to go to college. Yeah, it was pretty difficult.
Okay.